Hi everyone, Christine here from ChrisFreddyCards.net, and today we're going to make this card, which is a Thanksgiving card. Canadian Thanksgiving is on October the 9th, which is coming up shortly. And I thought I'd make a Thanksgiving card. It was a beautiful weekend, and the trees are turning, the leaves are turning colors and falling, and with our Thanksgiving coming up, I thought I'd do something with the leaves. So we're going to use 2 stamp sets, Colorful Seasons, using the small and the large maple leaves, solid images, and teeny tiny wishes. Happy Thanksgiving. We're going to use crushed curry, fresh fig, Cajun craze, and early espresso ink, the crushed curry and fresh fig Stampin' Right markers, and the everyday label punch. To get started, we're going to take some thick whisper white, and we're going to make a card base. In order to do this, we're going to take a piece of A4 card, and because we want a tent fold card, we're going to cut it at 4.5. And we can do the scoring on our stamping trimmer. Line this up at 5.5. Take our bone folder and score it. Try and match up the ends here. And let's put away the Stampin' Trimmer. And now we need the Pierce mat and a piece of scrap paper, because these are photopolymer stamps and we need to be able to get a good impression, which we can if we use Stampin' Pierce mat. The first color we're going to use is Fresh Fig, which is one of the in colors for 2017-2019. Ink up the stamp, stamp off, and then we're just going to randomly stamp it up on the side of the card. Next color will be Cajun Craze. Once again, we're going to stamp this off and just repeat stamp. Clean it off. And the last color for our leaves will be Cajun Craze. And we're going to stamp this off again. And stamp again. So the next thing we need to do is to cut out with our everyday label punch. Just release the punch, put it in the card, squeeze, and then to lock up the punch, just close it and pull the little thing back. And we're going to use the early espresso ink. So stamp up our little stamp. And just line it up in the middle here. Stamp down, back up. Clean it. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping with the small leaf using the same colors. So crushed curry, stamp it off, stand it randomly around without re-inking, clean it off. Next color will be fresh fig. Stamp off, fill in a couple of the places, clean it off, close the ink pad, and then Cajun Craze. Stamp it off, once more, stamp it. That just gives a little bit of a border to our little stamp. Then we're going to take a sponge dauber and our early espresso ink, and we're just going to put a tiny, tiny little border, just faintest little border around the areas that do not have the stamping, just to give a little definition to the outside of that stamp. Next thing we need to do is to put some splatters on the cardstocks. We're going to take our marker, take the lid off, and just do some flicks. Put a little bit of splatter onto the card. And we're going to do the same thing with the crushed curry. That should be enough. We're going to take some gold thread. I'm going to make a messy nest. And we're going to use some fast fuse to put this down on the card. To make a messy nest, just wrap it around your fingers. 3 fingers, 4 fingers. And it's supposed to be messy, so embrace the messiness. Put it into the fast fuse, and you want to make sure that the ends get stuck into the fast fuse. And then for this, just need to add some Stampin' Dimensionals. To raise up our sentiment a little bit. And I'm just looking for my Wink of Stella. I was thinking, sorry for jostling the camera there. I was thinking we could add some Wink of Stella to this. That just might add a little bit of shimmer to the card. seen Dina Rico with Creativity Cake do that. So remove the backs from our little sentiment, and we can adhere this on top of our little messy nest. Kind of in the center, in the bottom half of the card. And there we have it, a Happy Thanksgiving card. Let me get rid of this so we can see it a little better. So to all the Canadians that are watching next weekend, Happy Thanksgiving, and hope to see you soon.